Hi, I'm Shahid Khan. Welcome to the Yogveda channel. Let me give you a little introduction of what this channel is about. I'm Shahid Khan, the founder of the Yoga Method, Yogveda Yoga, the founder of Yoga University, Switzerland, which is a school for yoga education. If you're interested in yoga education, please look us up. The inventor of the yoga mat and the inventor of the yoga strap. The reason I've started this channel is to teach high quality yoga for free to everybody around the world. When I teach yoga, I focus a lot on how your body should be aligned, how your hands, your feet should be aligned, what muscles exactly you should use for each posture, and what is the connection between the muscles. If you stretch your arm, what else happens? If you stretch your toes, what happens? If you push your toes on the floor, what happens? So there are a lot of things going on directly and indirectly in the body which affect everything. And I teach it very systematically for everybody to understand. And that's what my Yogveda Yoga method is also about. On the Yogveda podcast, I talk about interesting topics about practical spirituality of the body, of the mind, of food, of course of yoga, but not in a typical spiritual sense, but in an absolute practical sense. I mean to say I don't go into esoteric terms in explaining things, but absolutely what is practical and essential for all of us in everyday life. I call in interesting guests and have deep discussions with them, not only about yoga, but about everything. It can be politics, it can be what's going on in the world right now, it can be spirituality, it can be body work, it can be anything. Please like, subscribe us so you are always informed when the new videos are coming out. And now a little introduction about the yoga mat and the yoga strap. In my yoga practice, I always found it hard to have some perfection in my practice because I used to place my feet in a certain way. But there are a few things which have to be absolutely geometrically precise for the yoga practice. Now, for example, how to place your feet. Your hip joint, when you turn your upper thigh bone, your femur bone, you have a movement in your hip joint. When you place your hip joint in a certain way, either your body moves up or your body moves downwards. It's like a cork screw movement. Let me just show you what I mean. Now, for example, if you would do Trikonasana, let's say you jump, you take your legs apart like in most of the yoga methods. You don't know where your feet are landing. Absolutely not. One foot could be slightly forward, one foot could be slightly back. And of course that has implications because there is no center line to measure. Your feet have to be exactly in the same line. One cannot be forward, one cannot be back, because that changes the dynamics of your legs, of your hips. If of your hips, of your spine, of your shoulders, if of your shoulders, your head, your brain. And there is a lot of things going on in your brain. There are a lot of chemicals, there are a lot of hormones, and everything we do has an implication on many levels, body, breath, food, but I'll just start with the physical part of it. So it's important that the feet are exactly in the same line. I won't go too deep in all the postures, just a very little brief understanding. Now in Trikonasana, I don't know in which method you practice, but this could be different for everything, for different methods. Either you keep your foot like this and take the other foot out. Even in this movement, you still want that center line. So the center line is running through the center of your foot to the center of your foot. So that gives you a perfect triangle. And that's perfect geometry. If you are slightly forward, that is wrong. If you're slightly back, That is also wrong. Wrong for your practice, for you, not for anybody else. So this is one movement. But as I mentioned, the Cork screw movement, that is where that angled line comes. At about 45-degree angle, when you turn your hip joint in, it gives you that uplift of your body. Because you can even come down like this. But when you have this, when you turn your foot in, that gives you uplift. If you take the foot out, that gives you a down release. So these are two subtle things. If you have never thought in your practice, you can think about it. So it's just a little brief example. There are many more things which I explain in many other videos how important it is geometrically to use your body in your yoga asanas. There are many beautiful colors. There are more. I didn't have place. So I just showcased a little. Now to the yoga strap. This is a very beautiful material. It's a silk cotton polyester blend with very nice leather ends, pure leather. There is a quick fix system of this. Everything is invented by me. So this is not the traditional yoga strap which you might be using. It's a new way to do things. Now this one is used for postures where you don't need the strap too much. If you're doing, let's say, Sarvangasana, the shoulder stand, when you're doing it behind, you don't want straps hanging out. When you're doing either Shirshasana, Pincha Mayurasana, or during back bends, you can keep this on your legs, so your legs are closed. You can do it in Supta Virasana, where you need to go back. So this is a very good short strap for all that. Even, let's say, if you need to stand and stretch your legs, it's even good for that. The second one is your conventional yoga strap, but still with the quick release, the quick adjusting system. Very beautiful strap. This is a new revolutionary yoga strap which I've invented. This needs to be hooked in the wall, and then you can do a lot of postures. And when you fix the strap in a certain way, the strap helps you to go in the posture. It back bends, in forward extensions, in, let's say, in Adho Mukha Svanasana, in Ustrasana, in many postures. The strap is designed in such a way that it opens your body in all the cases, and in some postures, especially twisting postures, forward extensions, Trikonasana, standing postures, it helps you to go in the posture. Now I'll be starting, these are just handmade for the moment. I'll be starting to produce them very soon, and I'll be making videos how to use them to improve your yoga practice at home very easily, very conveniently, and very nicely. I hope you had a good time watching this video. That was a little introduction about me and the channel. I hope to see you soon. Like, subscribe, and thank you for today.